Howdy folks, welcome to Starship EVO. This is a loading screen, and hey, we're in. It didn't take too awful long. I've had this game for quite a while, but there wasn't really a game here yet. But they just put out a big survival update. There's actually game loops now. In the past, you could kind of monkey around on a space station and build ships. There really wasn't much else to do, but now we've got like mining and production, and you can go into space, and I don't think I have a map. I'm gonna have to get reacquainted with this. Now, normally there was a tutorial. I saved and came back in. That might have messed everything up. If we go into tools, I know I'm going to need the mining tool. I'm gonna click on that. And we're definitely going to need the linking tool, and we might need the anti-grav tool to pick up stuff. And then once we get into the building, we'll probably need the symmetry. I think that will do for now. So we've crash landed on this planet. Our ship is broken. We have to build a new one to get back into space. There's lots and lots of planets. There's an asteroid belt out there. We can actually fly to that asteroid belt and mine stuff. Once I build a ship, of course. So I don't know if this is like buried in the... Yeah, this is buried in the ground. So I don't think we could fix this ship up. But what we need to do is we need to salvage this. So this will get us like scrap that we can use to build the other stuff. I might actually restart this because I don't think it's going to show me the tutorial since I saved. Is that doing anything? There it goes. Alright, wow, oh, okay, it was doing the whole thing, so that gave me like 24 scrap. So if I hit tab, that brings up the codex, and we can do all kinds of stuff here. It has a pretty comprehensive help system. But I'm wondering, can I turn this back on? This is all the stuff it should be showing me, I think. Tell you what, let me restart so we have the tutorial. All right, we're back in. Strangely enough, the only option is exit to desktop, and you have to restart the game. Anyway, so if I go to play, I'm going to just delete this. Yeah, delete that. I don't care. Create a new character. Will be Kerbo. There is a little bit of appearance customization. That is my seed. And you can pick survival or creative. Creative is what we used to have. Come in here, there are several different races. I think I'm just going to be the bog standard human. There he is. And I'll give myself gray hair and blue eyes. There we go. Looks just like me now. We can also pick a suit color. Yeah, that's fine. That works. All right, so we play. It says mods. I haven't looked into the mods at all. I don't know what all is available for this. And I have not spent very much time in this. I think I streamed this maybe a year or two, 3 ago. At some point. I remember trying out the little ship builder on the space station. So I'm going to kind of fumble my way through this. If you're new here, I don't script my videos. It's just me playing video games. So we'll figure it out. Apparently it's printing me. Okay. And with that, there we go. New mission, stranded. So when I saved and quit, it turned this off. So you can see we're on a completely different world now. The ship's crashed slightly differently. So it's going to tell us to go do the stuff that I did. So let's get our mining tool and our linking tool and our anti-grav tool and our symmetry tool. I think we're going to need those for sure. Mine scrap from the wreck. So it wants us to get 10 of those. I'm going to get more than 10. I want to be able to do lots of stuff. So if I stand way back here, does that still go in my inventory? No, it looks like it just falls onto the ground. And if we're close enough, it sucks it up. All right, cool. Now turn that scrap into your first building block bricks. All right, we'll do that, but I want to get some more stuff to work with here. That's cool. You can see inside of it. That's quite a bit of scrap. To the smaller, yeah, the smaller pieces break down faster. Oh, interesting. Doesn't actually hit where the cursor is. It's not calibrated. I'll keep that in mind. I was actually digging the ground there. It looks like we can dig the ground too. All right, we've got 30 some odd of those. I wonder, we're going to need water at some point. Oh, there's water right over there. Perfect. So it wants us to open the codex. We're going to do some crafting. I want to be fairly close to the ship, so we'll hang out here. Can I not pick that up if I... Wait, you can only pick up some stones. Okay. All right, let's do what it wants us to do. It wants us to go to crafting and then craft a scrappy hull. No, starter block. I think you have to click and hold. Yeah, you have to click and hold. So this is using scrap to get a starter block. And you start any structure, either building or ship, with a starter block. Craft some scrappy hull. Indeed. All right, I got 30 of those. That should be plenty. Close the codex. Now we have some bricks. Learn the basics of building. Indeed. So if I go to my backpack here. Let's put the stone up in there. Let's get the starter block down. We don't need the scrap hanging out there. It's not click and drag. It's click and then click somewhere else. Use the starter block on the ground. All right. So you see how it's green? If I put it up in the air, it's blue. So that's a ship. This would be a station if you're familiar with space engineers. The preview will turn green, and I think I can hit G. I can change the size of it, and Shift G will go back down. All right, so we're gonna put the block down. I can use my scroll wheel, and then we're gonna make a little platform here. There we are. We put a scrappy hull on our base. Switch the scrappy hull to a wedge or other shape with middle mouse button. Oops. No. Doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, it is scrolling. Okay, so if I'm on the block, then I can scroll. Got it. Rotate a block with R. Got it. We can delete a block with that. Okay. Perfect. Change the grid side with G. Yeah, we did that. So I want to make a platform. I'm going to click and drag. I want to make like a... Do I have enough to do a... Is 4x4 the most I can do? Apparently 4x4 is as big as I can go. Stretch the block, open the paints tab. Open the paints tab. Is that on here? Oh, it is. Materials, paints. Aha. Let's make it say we blend in with the local fauna. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Do I put it on here? Paint one block. Oh. Okay. Got it. So we kind of blend in with the terrain now. I don't like how the grass clips through. I don't want grass clipping through my base. So that's no good. Oh, if you right click with the paint, it puts it back to the original color. Cool. Now can I right click and drag? I think that just deleted everything. So I think if I click and drag, if I hit R, it changes the way it'll expand out. So if I do that, then I do this. Whoop. 4 meter by 4 meter. There we go. Now I don't have grass coming up through there. I like that. I've got a few more blocks, so let's do, so if I hit, oh, scroll down changes shape. That's kind of weird. I have to get used to that. Let's see if we can make a ramp. Whee! I kind of want that to be steeper. Not that steep though. All right, let's do that. Might have just done something underneath. Yeah, there we go. Put a block underneath. Sure, I can jump up on here, I guess. I think I'm going to need this to be larger, though, to do much on it. So let's get rid of that. Let's make this a little bit larger. So if I go across there, you can see the little arrow over there. It changes. I don't want any grass poking through. That's going to really bother me more than it should. And we have a seam there. Cool. Oh, I'm out of blocks. All right, we can come out to there. And then I'm basically out of blocks. I have 0.88 of a block left somehow. I'm not sure how that works. But okay. All right, let me gather up some resources and we'll continue with the tutorial. All right, I've gathered so much stuff I can barely move. It's probably bad. I think I can throw some of this down. Your backpack is overloaded. All right, we'll remember that there's a bunch of this stuff over here. You right click on a stack, it'll split it. Does it tell me where it's... Oh, here it is, volume 920 of... Okay, so we're still a little bit overloaded. That's fine. Open the player progression tab. Player progression. Got it. Open the help tab. Survival... Help tab. Okay, so if it's a tab, it's up here. It's just showing us where all this stuff is. You'll need a new ship to reach orbit, so get to work. Right. Is that all you're going to show me? If I just hit I directly? No. I'm not sure how to get to the backpack directly. I put that back? I just deleted it. Okay, got it. I went and picked up some wood. And I found some quartz out there. I thought this would have more of a tutorial, but we need to, I know from just looking around at stuff, we need to like smelt metals. We need to get some power. We need to build lots of things. But the first thing we need to do is a crafting bench, because I can only make a certain amount of stuff in my backpack crafter. So let's craft up one of these. Then we can put that on here. Weird. All right. That. And then there's a way here. Yeah. F1 for build options. Grid settings. Placement subgrid. That'll let you more precisely locate things. So let's put that there. Now when we open up the crafting bench, we can make all kinds of different stuff. One of the things we can do is, I think, expand our backpack. Yeah, storage backpack add-on. So we need a plate for that. We can make a plate from scrap. So we'll do that. And then I can make this storage backpack add-on. And then that's over, yeah, that goes over here. So I put that there. Now I can hold 1,200 liters of stuff. That's one thing I wanted to do. So we're going to have to get a whole production chain going in order to get back up into space to build like a space station. So I can just pick all this stuff up, and then we're at, yeah, we're getting close to max. All right, that's pretty much max. I do believe I can build a storage crate, but I want to get some power going. We need some batteries. There's just a lot of stuff we need to do. There we go. We'll get this stuff figured out eventually. Okay, so how do I make a storage? Can I make a storage? There's a crucible. We're definitely going to need that. There's a wooden crate. Does that let us put stuff in it? I'm not 100% sure what we can make until we can make the assembler. It's cheap enough to make. Let's try one of those. Does that let me put stuff in it? And one of the kind of core themes in this game is you can build different sizes of things. I'm going to build a storage crate that big. All right, cool. We can do that. So I want to put some of the scrap in here. Some of the stuff we don't need just yet. Just to lighten myself up. I guess it only took a little bit of the starter block. That's kind of interesting. Let's put that in there. We're going to need the wood. We're going to need this stuff. Oops. It's easy to accidentally throw stuff away. I don't need that stuff on my hotbar. We'll put that over there. Let me go get the rest of this scrap. I'm probably going to need some more wood. And then we'll move on to the next step. Where did I put that stuff? I'll find it and I'll get some more wood. All right, I filled my wooden crate, so we're done there. Let's see about getting some power going. I think I have to make the assembler. I need some silver for that. We can make a wind turbine. Also need silver and copper for that. So I think that's our next step, is making some power. And then with the assembler, getting power from the wind turbine, I can make like batteries and, you know, other stuff like that. That just takes iron. And I think we can, I know we can smelt iron from iron ore. So we're going to need a crucible for sure. We need some stone and plate. I grabbed some stone. And we're going to need a lot more plates. So we're going to have to go into our crafting. I have to do that at the bench. I know my backpack's overloaded. 100%. Makes 2 at a time, I guess. Plate times 2. Oh, okay. All right, so that makes us a crucible, which is basically a smelter. Put you down there, we'll put you up there. Put that over here. Home sweet home. Create a base with a crafting table and a crucible. There we go. We got a Steam achievement. Now, I don't know. Can I melt this down? I can, and I can make iron ingots with that. Okay. Well, let me keep some of my scrap just in case we need it for something. But I should be able to put some fuel in here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll have that smelting some iron. I would like to make one more of those. I needed, was it 5 stone and 4 plates? Something like that. And we're going to go get some metals. We're going to have to use our scanner. We're going to have to mine. Just plop another one of those down right there. And we'll go get some copper and whatnot. Get that smelted down. I don't think you can smelt this. No. You can't put stuff in there. It will beep at you angrily. So this guy is a lot less full now. Let's put that in there. We'll keep our plate. Put the stone in there. I don't think we can do anything with the quartz yet. Put our extra wood in there. Right now that's basically full. Got it. Okay, so there's a little little scanner thingy down the lower left. So we have a flashlight. We have our helmet. Actually, we don't have a helmet yet. We have to build one. We have our scanner. Hit V. We got all kinds of stuff showing up. Including some coal right over there. So we might have to mine that. So we're looking for copper and silver. There's copper. How far away is that? Well, there's copper right over here. What's this? Oh, it's copper right here on the surface. Nice. Well, that's handy. We'll grab some of this, and we're going to need some iron, or some silver as well. We already know we can smelt the scrap down to get the iron ingots to build stuff. So the ship will be our iron source. So we get like 20 of these and we'll find some silver. There we go. That'll work. Let's go get this smelting. Have it smelting while we're out looking for silver. There we go. We'll have that going away, and we can see, yeah, we've got 6 of those. Will show up down here as it's smelting. All right, we need AG is silver, right? We got some coal, more coal. There's gold over there. Seeing lots of gold, not a lot of silver. Gold, copper is around for sure. We need some silver. I may have to build the hoverboard. Do we need silver to build the hoverboard? That's our faster method of travel early on. Let's take a quick look here. So we can upgrade our backpack with various things, one of which is a hoverboard. No, I just need copper and a couple plates. All right, well, we can make plates. All right, can I make a plate from the iron? Maybe that's only in the assembler. Did I get rid of? I guess I got rid of my scrap. Let's grab some more of the scrap. There we go. Got some plates, and then I need a couple copper spools. It's interesting you need wood to wind the copper wire on. And then I want to make the hoverboard backpack add-on, and we can get around a lot quicker. All right, so that, I believe, goes here. Here. Locomotion. There we go. Now we have a new icon in the lower left. We have P. And is it C for camera? V? No, V is that. Anywho, we're basically pushing with our leg. So you don't hold down W. You can just push with your leg to go faster. And we're just going to need to scan. Oh, we find some silver. Lots of gold. Some iron. More coal. Look out, we're gonna hit the trees. So yeah, oh, here we go. That's a big deposit too from the looks of it. Then just hit P to turn off our hoverboard. Is this all silver right here? No, that's just stone. The silver is down underneath. Somewhere. We have to dig deep. We have to try to get out of the hole. I haven't built the jetpack add-on yet. It's like we're right on top of it. There it is. We finally got a little bit. Picked up 3 somehow. Turn my flashlight on. Is this the silver right here? It's a slightly different color than the rock. No, that's just rock, it says. Really confused because it says it's right here. Oh, it's up here. Okay. It looks just like the rock. So I guess I was just going past it. I'm so heavy here. I need to get rid of this stone. So that's stone as well. You to drop? No, I'm not sure how you can drop it other than doing that. So that's stone. Is this color here? No, that's also stone. So maybe the silver is just in the stone. Certain stone is silver bearing. See if I can get about 20. I don't know for sure how much I need, but at least we know where it's at now. Yeah, backpack is overloaded. Story of my gaming life. Oh, we got 20. Let's see if we can get out of here. Can I ride my hoverboard up? We trick ride our way out of here? Sort of. I'm basically pushing off my foot and hitting space to jump. And it's almost working. Just need to mine some more dirt out of the way. Ta-da! Hey, we made it! Alright, there should be an icon that shows us our ship. I think that's our base over there. Try not to hit any trees. think that's top speed. Yeah, I see the wrecked ship. Turn my light off. So it's an adventure for sure. All right, let's get some of the silver cooked up. Have that. That cook. We got a whole bunch of copper now, which is great. Let's build up some copper spools while we wait, because I know I'm going to need some of those for the assembler. I need 6 of those. It's nice, it kind of gives you the count there on the recipe. Okay, those are copper spools. And we need, how many? We need 5 more plates. That's times 2, so 2, 4, 6. Yeah, and then we're going to need 4 construction components. It also makes 2 per. Now we just need the silver contact mesh. Also need to click on the right crucible. That is iron and silver. That's just, oh, it takes 2 per. All right. So those are expensive. That's going to have to wait just a bit. Wait, wasn't there some coal over here? Indeed. Might be a better fuel source than the wood, I'm not sure. And of course my backpack's overloaded. Why wouldn't it be? I'm carrying everything around on me. Pretty soon we're going to have an assembler. And we'll be able to build storage and have conveyors, and we'll be done with the hand building. There we go. Alright, we have a little bit of coal. That in as a fuel source. See how we get along. Alright, we've got 2 more of those. We should be able to build our other, what's it called? Silver contact mesh. Now we can build the assembler. But we need power for the assembler. So that's our next step. Getting some power. Stick that. We'll give it a little bit of space. We'll stick that there. Now if we look in here, we can build all kinds of stuff. But it needs power. So let's work to that end. I kind of want the power to be away a little bit. We do need it to be connected. About there. Go up a bit. Then we're going to put some wind turbines on there. What do we need to build a wind turbine? We need another silver mesh, copper spool, 4 construction components. Alrighty. this isn't going to be nearly enough power to continuously run the assembler at full speed, but it's a start. All right, if I go number 6. And make that big of a wind turbine. There we go. Now we have a little bit of power. It's kind of noisy, so I wanted it over there a little ways. We also want a battery now, so we can store power. And it needs a thingy. What is this thingy called? I don't remember. I know we have power cells. It's going to want materials. And then the power cell sits in a thing. Power unit. I think that's what we need. And then I need... How do I access my inventory? Does it have to be down here for me to see it? If it's not... If it's in my backpack, I don't think I can build with it. Let's give it all the things. Not sure if it needs wood. If it does, we'll give it a plate. Alright, now if I go in here, I can give the assembler the stuff it wants. It will do things. Like give me a power cell. It needs more silver. I will give you more silver. There you go. Alright, we'll grab that. What are you waiting on? More silver? You have the silver. It's just waiting on power. It's like, I need the power. Oh, does it make 8 of those? Oh, it does. Power unit times 8. Got it. Okay, and then our batteries, we're going to say... How do I place you down? I'm confused. Is that not the right thing? That might not be the right thing. Did I build the wrong thing? Why possibly? Power cell needs to sit in something. I thought it was these. No? Okay, I built the wrong thing. Let me figure this out. I'll be right back. Yeah, I just had to search for power. I found it. I need the power cell base, which it takes those to make, so we're fine. I probably need about 4 of those. So let's start with 2. Then we'll make another power cell also. There we go. We got 1 of these now. So we'll set you there, and then we're going to stick a power cell on you. Perfect. Oh, I can make like 4 of these. I didn't realize I was making that many. It's a little strange because you can make various sizes of the parts. So it can get a little confusing. So now when we're not, specifically using the power, we'll be charging up the batteries, which is great. I need you to make a power cell. We'll get 4 of these going. That will help. Now we're rocking and rolling. All right, we got a bunch more silver. So I can move that over. Give you all the stuff. Let's get all of our scrap out of here. I think you can use the scrap as well. I could be wrong. Grab these empty power cells. We'll put you in there. Get those all charging. Excellent. What do we need to make another wind turbine? Or actually, can I make solar panel? I need silicon ingot. I think I need the arc furnace for that and the steel. Yeah, let's queue up one of those. See if we have enough stuff to make one. We can really get rocking and rolling. What are you out of? I'm not sure I can make stuff from scrap. There's 19 in there. I guess we'll see if it makes any more. Still has a little bit of fuel in there. Cool. Let's split that up between these two. Then these could actually, those could make iron ingots from the scrap, right? Let's do that. Then our assembler can use the iron ingots. I've got a lot more of these power cell bases. I might as well put them down. We'll use them eventually. Actually, let's come over here and... Nope, I want to come out this way. There we go. I think that's the size we need. Use the regular size battery thingies. So he's waiting on power, perhaps? I'm not sure. Let's get him some iron, in case he's waiting on iron. He was waiting on iron. Alright. Waiting on plates. Interesting, those aren't balancing now. They must have changed that. I was watching Splitsy's video, and the cells would balance themselves as soon as you put them in. So that must have been a change they made. It's needing a lot more plates. I might have to go get some more scrap. Get that settled in. Get our power situation under control. And I think I'll call that an episode. I'm going to gather some resources, and when we pick this back up, we'll get into more of the automation of the building as we get more and more resources in, and we'll go from there. So let me know what you think, and you can find this on Steam, of course, as always. There'll be a link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.